I'm here with Vince LaViolette from Shelby American, and we're standing here in front of a Mustang Mach-E, but this is not a standard Mustang Mach-E. You've done a lot of stuff here at Shelby. Tell me what you've done to this thing.
Yeah, I've been the designer for Shelby for about 20 years, so this is something new for us. You know, we're going to get into electric vehicles. One of the things with electric vehicles is it's kind of had a little stigma. It had a Mustang name on it. It was a very rounded car, you know. So what we wanted to do is we want to try to put a little more performance into it because performance is our business and that's what we do. So I went ahead and sharpened the front of the car up, gave it more of a Mustang look to it. But not only do we give it a look that was, you know, that has a little Mustang look to it, we also made it functional. You'll notice that it has a bigger grill down on the bottom down here. And actually the air goes through the radiator, which cools the batteries and all electronics in the vehicle, and then evacuates through the hood. It has a vacuum system that actually pulls it through. So everything we do, we try to put performance into it. We want to give a little better look. We want to give a more of a performance, a little more, a little sharper look to the vehicle. But we also want people to recognize it as the Mustang Mach-E.
Right. So we've got a very distinctive hood here. Does this do anything aside from just cooling the battery? Are there any other? Does it reduce lift or anything?
Actually, what we tried to do is we tried to bring the hood down a little bit farther, try to get it to where it's a little more aerodynamic, trying to close the front of the car down a little bit. So we're trying a few things. This is a concept for the 23-year build. And what we want to do is we want to try a few things. So we'll get this car out there, we'll do a lot of testing with it and see exactly what we got,
So in addition to like the aerodynamic bits that you got on here, tell me about the performance enhancements that you guys are working on with this.
So one thing that's really exciting is all these pieces on here are made with carbon fiber with graphene, which is super light, super thin, and very, very strong. So we can actually eliminate a lot of the weight on the front of the car. Another thing we're doing is we're working with graphene style springs too. So we're going to try to take a little more weight off the car that way. We are going to add some performance issues to the car that I'm not going to talk about right now. Another thing we did some nice side graphics on the side of the car. Since we sharpened up the lines on the front of the car, we wanted to also sharpen up the lines on the back. We didn't want to touch the quarter panels or anything. So we did a little sharper, little flare on the back, and then we took the graphics and actually sharpened the graphic lines up, which accentuated basically the lines of the car, but yet gave it a little sharper look on the side.
Tell me about these wheels. We'll walk around. Actually, why don't we walk around to the wheels here?
Yeah. So what we did is we went with a little bit bigger tire on the car. We always use Michelin's on all of our cars. They're actually doing right now, they're going to do an EV tire for us. We had an EV tire we were going to run at the beginning. It was a little small for the package.
So we got 265s on here.
We actually went 265 all the way around on the car.
Right, and from the factory it's 245s.
245s,
yeah.
So a little bigger. So we'll work with Michelin. They have a lighter weight tire. The EV tire that actually has a foam in it too that actually makes the car a lot quieter on the road also. So that's something that we're working with. And like I say, if we walk down the vehicle, we also have Recaro seats on the inside that match the outside. Like I say, we sharpened the lines up a little bit, sharpened it up in the back, sharpened it up, you know what I mean? Just to kind of accentuate some of the lines, a little bit sharper on the flare, those kind of things. So
right.
We're trying to have still the look of the car, but just kind of change it a little bit,
So we've got some fender flares here in the back. Is there anything up front with the flares too, or is that?
Whole new fenders.
Oh, whole new fenders, okay.
Yeah, complete new fenders, complete new hood, complete new front fascia.
Okay, so the whole nose is different parts.
Yes.
Got it, okay. What about the brakes? Have you done anything with the brakes, or are you sticking?
Not yet. We have not done any upgrades with that yet.
And then, so in terms of the performance, right now we have basically a 100 kilowatt battery, which is 88 usable, as I understand it. In terms of being able to flash the stuff and do updates with software, is that something you guys are actively working on right now?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, we are very much in development with Ford on a few upgrades for the car. That's all I can say.
Right.
About that.
So, well, that's exciting. So in the future, we might expect to see some potential performance enhancements with, with the battery and with the motors and all this stuff.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out for us. Shelby American is going strong. We've always been into development of new products.
Yeah, awesome. And when would we expect to maybe see this available for consumers?
23.
23. Okay, so another year and change.
Yeah, another year and change.
Got it. Cool. Hey, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.